I'm just a lazy video gamer, even too lazy to make a new intro. Hello out there in Videoland, it's me again, Lazy Video Gamer, and today I got a very special, let me say, spicy episode of the Lazy Video Gamer show for you. And you maybe already noticed that in my back I changed my decoration. It's in fact the actual issue of the well-known magazine for men from Hugh Hefner, who has, let me say it like it is, a lady with many or the most years of experience in life on the front page. She's a German actress and also not only very beautiful, she's also very clever. Now you would ask me, or you ask me, what has that to do with your channel? Cause the Lazy Video Gamer should be around video games, right? And there is many things in common. Cause if you think erotic video games are a new thing, you're wrong, and I'll show you that. Today you're running around almost naked with heavy armor and guns through the game Hentai vs. Evil and killing a lot of monsters. The goal to achieve in this game is in fact the new customs. How good you are, yeah, shows how naked she is. Or you being a samurai warrior in, fighting girls. Earn some points and win some costumes. And don't forget the many, appearing in a dozen, drawn hentai pictures puzzles, where you have to swap the pieces and complete the picture. But there are some games that are actually games, like this one. It's called Panic, and it's a quiz rip-off where you have to, with your little spaceship, or in this case with your little octopus, complete the picture. And you're always being rewarded with showing the whole picture. Oh, don't forget the legendary, almost legendary railway shooter Galgon and its sequel, where you're running around with a pheromone pistol and try to get rid of this horrible erotic girls. Also, the franchise Senran Kekugura has some entries on the Nintendo Switch. This is the, let me say, more playable one. It's Peach Ball, it's a pinball game. And if you follow my channel, you know I love I'm loving pinball games on the Switch. But yeah, okay, this one, it's not my favorite games. You can play it, it makes of course pinball fun. And it's very, very overloaded with voice acting and the typical, yeah, let me say, screaming hentai girls factor. Or Summer Sweetheart, a full motion video game. It's basically a dating or relationship simulation where you have to be, yeah, let me say it, gentle to those girls. Like in this short glimpse, you find your girlfriend, or of course, that I believe, yeah, that's happens all the time. You find a drunk girl, you take her to your home, lay her in your bed, and do nothing more. Just be a gentleman. Now, this one is actually funny. It's a telephone simulation who is available in the European eShop as well. But as you can hear, it's not translated, not in audio, not in text on the screen. The goal is to choose the right answer, but if you don't understand anything, yeah, it's barely impossible to play it. It's a try and fail game, almost like Dragon Slayer. When I'm talking about useless things, here it is, for 28 bucks, a clock with 2 drawn hentai girls. I bought it for $2.80, but yeah. Before those games were appearing on the Switch, Sony was very strong in publishing these games. This is the legendary Criminal Girls, a dungeon crawler where you have to fight in RPG style against, here let me say, strange looking monsters. I tried to achieve that I could show you the other part of the game where you have to discipline the girls, but I was tired and I'm bored of this game because it's so ridiculous. And I couldn't figure it out how that works, but believe me, yeah. It has a solid core of game. This RPG style is solid. But the other part, yeah, it's very slippery. There were a ton of such games on the PlayStation Network. Then Sony decided to get rid of those games, and all those publishers swapped over to the Switch now. Pretty Fighters 2 for the Sega Saturn is basically, yeah, a beat 'em up with only female characters. It also has very cool drawn animated intros. The core of the game is solid but not spectacular. Now I'm using the opportunity to share with you a little bit my opinion. I think in the 32-bit era it was, let me say, the golden age of erotic video games. They had the possibility and they had the technique. Sega Soft released a lot of data discs or picture discs for the Sega Saturn. High resolution, of course, a cool intro, full motion video, but in the core it's nothing more than a collection of pictures from girls. The miniskirt police fight against crime on the Sega Saturn as well. Behind this masquerade is a collection of more or less well-known games. Like here, it's a basic Arcanoid ripoff who works pretty good. The goal is, of course, to get rid of all tiles, to see the whole and entire picture. Or shoot them up. If you score well, the drawn lady on the right, get rid of the clothes. Or, like we all know, the good old game of bumping chords. Press left and right to bump your car and see a nasty picture of a drawn girl's pantyhose. Very exciting. Well, this game is funny because this franchise exists till today. It's so simple, then you can play it on a DVD player. I was quiet to let you know the name of the game because I couldn't spell the name of the game. You have a collection of attractive girls you can choose from. And I have to warn you, if you hear this music more than 5 minutes, it burns you into your brain. Let me say, dance in front of you, and you have to play stone, scissors and paper. And I'm lucky one if you win. The girl let a piece of her clothes down. There is no scheme behind this game, it's just pure luck. But there were also, yeah, let me say, games like Body Special, who had actual some real content in it. Of course, behind the mask of pictures or movies with attractive girls, you can discover a puzzle game was actually not that easy, because those puzzle tiles moving, and the hardware power of the section was strong enough to keep those tiles moving in real time, like the movie that you see in the right corner. And that distracts you, of course, from finding the right position for the tile. The reward for completing a puzzle is a different short video. And don't forget the arcades. Peekaboo is also an Arcanoid clone where you have to get rid of all tiles and show a drawn picture of a woman or even a man in its entire glory. Also, on the home computers, many strip poker games. Sexy Invaders is or was released on the Famicom disk system, and that's funny because Nintendo nowadays, or Nintendo themselves, had this family friendly image. If you're familiar with the story of Nintendo, you know that's not entirely true, but that's not the point. Back to Sex Invaders. It's, of course, you guessed it right if you guessed it, a Space Invaders clone, who is actually pretty hard to play. But it starts already back in the day on the Atari 2600 with, yeah, let me say, the legendary games from Mystic. There was this publisher who did very lot erotic video games on the system. Nowadays, of course, all those games will look very critically for the stereotypes, displaying of characters like the counterpart to Custer's Revenge, the General Retreat, where you be a Native American woman who's shagging with a cowboy. Back in the day, it was very common to release a game with man protagonists and also as counterpart for, of course, woman protagonists to satisfy the entire market. And believe me, this game also exists as female counterpart. And here you have to collect the magical drops of this man with his magical drop machine. This one was called Cat House. You have to remember in which house the woman were and bring her back to your apartment. So, and that was it for this week's very spicy episode of the Lazy Video Gamer show. I think it's funny that those games around since the beginning, and they will always be around. In the meantime, I thank you for watching. I hope you have a fantastic week, and you'll see me soon. I'm just a lazy video gamer, even too lazy to make a new intro. LVG.
そうそう、その調子。